A 15-year-old who stabbed another teenager through the heart has been named as Bardia Shojaeifard. Shojaeifard was described as outwardly normal, but with a worrying interest in knives. Alfie Lewis, aged 15, was stabbed to death in full view of pupils leaving a primary school in Leeds. A youth has been given a life sentence for the murder of 15-year-old Alfie Lewis, who was stabbed and fatally wounded in Leeds last year. Bardia Shojaeifard, who was 14 at the time of the murder, was convicted following a trial. Alfie was stabbed twice, once in the chest and once in the leg, causing catastrophic bleeding. Shojaeifard is believed to have carried a knife at school, preparing to seek out Alfie at home time. The incident happened in a busy street outside a primary school, when Alfie was on his way to meet friends after school. Eyewitnesses gave evidence that they seen Shojaeifard approach Alfie and attack him without provocation. He then ran off, leaving the knife near the scene, and was arrested from his home. About an hour later, after being identified by a witness, detectives launched a murder investigation. The kitchen knife, which was matched to a set of knives at Shojaeifard's home, was forensically examined and blood matching Alfie's DNA was found on it. Alfie's blood was also found on his clothing when he briefly placed the knife in his waistband before discarding it near the scene. The handle of the knife had been painted black, and Shojaeifard is believed to have carried it with him to school all day. Images were recovered from Shojaeifard's phone by detectives showing him posing with knives. Inquiries also showed that, as Shojaeifard fled the scene, his route took him across Stanhope Drive, the street where Alfie lived. He said he was threatened by Alfie and feared for his life. He denied murder and claimed self-defense, but the jury discounted his claims and convicted him of murder. Bardia Shojaeifard, aged 15, was given a life sentence at Leeds Crown Court. Senior Investigating Officer, Detective Chief Inspector Stacey Atkinson said, Shojaeifard targeted Alfie in a premeditated and planned attack using murderous violence to end his young life, for which there can be no excuse or justification. His actions have robbed Alfie of his future and left his family and friends absolutely devastated. No sentence will ever compensate them for their loss.